Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chris Falcon. Joining me today is Colin, and we're gonna be going into what is it? Semifinals.
Yeah, semi. Well, it's
Whoever beats this goes. Wait, is it whoever beats this goes into semis or whoever?
Yeah.
Okay, whoever beats this quarters. This is quarterfinals here. SUNY Potsdam's A team versus Louisiana-Lafayette, and I'm looking for. Yeah, so far they've been popping off pretty well. Yesterday, wait, when did I? Friday. Friday was quite the match. Our very own Zen was able to take 9 stocks, followed by almost a reverse 9-stack coming out from the other team. But then the legend Curls himself held it down for us. Pretty exciting play.
Heard all the praise. I'm happy to finally be. Good to see it in full force. Do we have any idea what?
Usually they'll lead off with Zen because Zen's pretty solid and he's a lot better than I say the average Link player would be, and it catches a lot of people off guard when he has. Yep, we're jumping right in. Game 1 right here, going in. Have Zen on the left side versus Louisiana. Player 2. Opting for a me fighter, which I'm actually pretty stoked about.
Because Link definitely gets a lot more than most.
Then you.
He excels in. Ever really?
Ooh. Unfortunate. Are they gonna say it's button check? And he gets the 3-stock W versus Louisiana-Lafayette. Possibly a button check and miscommunication. We'll have to see.
That's really that immediately causes a lot of complications because he already had a lead. And
That's
now,
true. Alright, so technical difficulties. Sword Fighter had the wrong tag, I assume. So wasn't able to play to his fullest. We're gonna opt to restart here, have some good friendly competition. Filter's pretty tight. We gotta be kind of close to it because they get very loud. So we
got you. Yeah, what I was getting has so more than most swords. And that's why it's pretty sword fighter. We probably can fire back with still.
Oh, is it the cane? Let me turn it up.
And yeah, so we're just kind of so yeah, we're messing around with the mic here.
Sorry, we had a brand new mic.
I'm
trying to work out the kinks here.
Chris and I are getting nice and close over here, talking to the mic.
I just showered, so it's pretty okay.
Wow.
Alright, so quite the change of events here. Went from an early lead, a momentum shift of just pausing and restarting. Really can't do a lot for the mental of the player.
Yeah, but Link still got a full stock. Really interesting. I missed how he like SD.
Possibly. I didn't. Ooh, nice.
Yeah, so Sword Fighter is a really weird matchup. Got earlier before we said mic problems because it has some of the rushdown stuff, but also has a lot of the spacing that Link uses. Like that tornado right there pops you up at a really, really good angle. Comboed right into. Looking at that, Zen. Now we just had and really interesting matchup here because they're both somewhat similar in terms of their spacing tools, but here we go. Sword Fighter is taking the win.
Yeah.
What was the tag, Shaman?
I have no idea. Just
That
an
was-
unfortunate first game, I would say.
Unfortunate because between the controller slash button, whatever the problem was, mishap, and then going into a brand new game, and it looked like there might have been an SD in there. I know that Zen lost the stock at like 50% when we were messing around with the mic. But he was able to take one stock off, and that means that whoever goes in next has seen a little bit of what the Sword Fighter is. So one of the interesting things about the Mii Fighter is that you can just design their kit almost however you want. You have a bunch of different options, and you can customize it to your liking. So a lot of that game, a lot of that first stock was probably Zen just trying to feel out what the moveset of the Sword Fighter even was to know what to look out for, because we don't know. We don't know what he could have.
I don't think they
I'm pretty
said
sure they
what
were just discussing
the
that.
kit was either, so he was kind of just reacting.
In the dark, yeah. You have to, because you can know all the different possibilities, and you know what's best, what's technically worst, but some combinations might catch you by surprise. And with that, we're gonna move into the next game.
Crows versus Sword Fighter.
Yeah, versus
Probably
the Sword
gonna
Fighter
go
again.
for the Bowser. He
Yeah, I'm
hasn't
not
strayed
sure.
far from it. I've heard he has a Pokemon trainer, but with what he's been able to do with Bowser, I don't really feel like we ever need to swap off it.
I am interested to see though, because I know that Bowser just hits hard, but also he does end up struggling a little bit on the rush down side of things. But he's also just got that killing power that, you know, if you rush down, and then miss one move, you can die right away.
For sure.
And I'm not sure about the actual weight on Sword Fighter. He's such a
I feel like
niche character.
I feel like Bowser could dunk him
Bowser could
pretty
definitely
easy. Pretty soon,
that.
I should say.
But it looks like he's hovering over the Pokemon Trainer right now.
Maybe
and,
thinking about it.
And I mean, Pokemon Trainer, if he wants to get that hitting power, we all know that Charizard just comes in. And once you have a good Ivysaur, good Squirtle, you get a good Charizard in there, all of a sudden, Pokemon Trainer is a threat. And Ivysaur is just so good. You can, the spacing tools with Nair and everything. Really good character. I wonder what.
Oh, alright, well, we're gonna opt in for the Pokemon trainer. What I was talking about the other day was, I feel like on a tier list for crew battles specifically, I feel like Banjo-Kazooie is just up top. 15 Golden Wings is hard to beat.
Dude, I play a bunch of friendlies with one of my friends who's getting he's actually on Team C. Liam? You know Liam? Beard Liam, Vice
Yeah.
President? He's on Team C, right?
Yeah,
His banjo is...
that's exactly
to
who I'm
fight.
talking about when I bring up the Banjo argument.
Yup.
It was Banjo followed by Bowser, just because Bowser really likes percentage
Oh,
and
yeah.
taking damage.
So I'm really excited to see this Pokemon Trainer come out. If they've looked into any of the matches, they probably were expecting the Bowser. So he drops the stock there. So now we got a Pokemon Trainer and a Mii Sword Fighter. And now, like I said, they know the set a little bit. They know what to expect to some degree. But Sword Fighter is such a niche character with so many weird options. He plays in a similar way as Link, which I actually find really interesting to watch. He's just a little bit faster than Link and not quite as much range, but between the projectiles, the tornado, look at that.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
That
either
is tough.
it could be that Kuros isn't moving as much as he could be and his APM isn't high enough to deal with this pressure. Or maybe I feel like Pokemon Trainer just wasn't it. It's just
think it's
me
more of this-
thinking. I feel like Squirtle gets dumpstered and Ivysaur has to fight for it, so his only hope really would be Charizard. And
Well, see-
Charizard's combo food.
Yeah, the way that I'm looking more at it is that he needs something that can react quickly out of a lot of these combos, like of what's going on here, and I feel like Bowser might have not been the pick. I like Pokemon Trainer, but it's just such an overwhelming force.
Yeah, he's
This
really.
is really tough. I don't
I
really know what
appreciate
the
seeing a
answer is.
solid me.
It is pretty impressive to see a
What is
Mii
that
fighter.
called? I don't even know what that item is. The
Me
big
neither.
circle ring,
It's very similar to Link's boomerang.
the chakram.
It just hits at different angles, but they're used for very similar.
I appreciate how
Spacing to
wide
it.
it is too.
Yeah, I've never seen a sword fighter move like this. I don't play many sword fighters. That's pretty. I know that they're good though. I'm just in awe right now. But I still think that so the tempo is kind of slowed down a little bit here. Trying to find an opening between all the items, the projectiles, and just look at that speed, being able
Crow's-
to catch up to you in the air, hit you with that up air.
Crow's trying to play a projectile game against the Sword Fighter, but the Chakram, a lot of mileage. Looks like it beats out even Ivysaur's Razor Leaf.
Which I'm surprised. I think you're right. I was looking at that too. I think right now the main objective is just
Did
to
you
try.
see that? It's
I think he's gonna stick with Charizard here. I'm assuming, trying to take a stock off. So hopefully he can get the W, but at the very least, he's at 120.
ooh,
Man.
big slash gonna take it. All right,
So he's still got
two stocks left. 8 stocks to 3.
And
We've made harder
I-
comebacks. I still
very
have faith,
true.
but this Sword Fighter really just a dominant force right now.
What's Darren's tag? Me?
Me smiley face.
Me smiley face. We're moving in.
2.
And those were 2 really fast games, but I'm pretty sure that the good old me smiley face is gonna pick his Pikachu. And I'm not gonna lie, Pikachu might just be
I think
the
Pikachu's
savior
it.
here. I think Pikachu is what you end up needing to do here. It's a really, really tough because you've seen Zen go crazy with that Link before. The way that he can combo boomerangs into arrows, into sword, having the disjoint in the air. All those things apply to Sword Fighter, except Sword Fighter is just weird. There
Yeah.
are just weird. Did you
He's
see
got
the
a
way
little bit
that
of
the-
jank to him, a little
He
bit of
does a little bit
unexpected.
yeah, it's definitely a hard matchup. But now we've seen the kit, we've seen what he likes to do. Both players have managed to slow down the tempo towards the end of the game. There, we saw that with Kurtz, we saw that with Zen towards the end of when they get down to 1 stock there, they slow down the tempo. They've managed to get in. The Sword Fighter was at 122% there at the end. I think now we've seen just enough to be able to understand the game plan, which is just wait for you to slip up and get hit by one of those projectiles, and then he's gonna rush in. That is a really tough matchup. I hear them talking about it right now.
I think Darren can do it though. Me
think-
smiley face. I said it at the beginning of the semester,
Clutch.
and I said he's probably the most consistent player out of all of our Smash
Absolutely.
Bros players, and
And that's key. That's
Very
that's always
solid.
key to have in the back is someone who
as
is
an anchor,
consistent.
someone who will always pull through.
And then the Pikachu is such a good rushdown character, one of the best, I would say, like top tier character.
Pretty
in
good.
the
I've seen
game.
him do some nasty stuff to some people.
And all characters, I would say, struggle against sword characters. They're just good. The disjoints are good. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about going into that matchup, assuming that he picks the Pikachu, is just the speed of Sword Fighter. He can get across that stage fast, and then the projectiles hit you, and you flinch a little bit there, and all of a sudden he's on you.
I'm worried about what happens after. If he can get these 2 stocks, what are the next 2 characters gonna look like?
Yeah.
And I'm also worried about if that Chakram is gonna beat out Pikachu's Neutral V.
There you go.
Will the
Liam Zombie. My bad.
What if the Chakram beats out Pikachu's little electricity ball?
That's interesting. That's a good point. I bet you I hope it.
He has no
Hope it
buffer to
cancels
get in.
out. Wonder,
Especially if it has a hit of armor on it and it just blows through it.
Yeah. I think the biggest problem is going to be getting juggled because Pikachu's down is really good, but then if you just get hit, I'm going to assume that Sword Fighter's up air would beat out Pikachu's down air, and then Darren or me smiley face really likes to use the really likes to use the up B to kind of zip around the stage and get some flinches in there.
I feel like he's gonna get a lot of mileage off Frisbee. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
We're gonna see. I'm really interested. I didn't even see the stage that they got. There we go. We got Kalos. That's probably not ideal, but I'm assuming that they picked that time. Am I right?
Yeah.
We did. We did for this game. Okay.
Is
So I guess
Kalos good for Pikachu?
He knows what's going on then. I guess it would keep him from dying early. That's the mindset. I was thinking he would want to kill the Sword Fighter early, but it makes more sense seeing how.
Does he have a Mario cape? With the Sword Fighter? Or a
Maybe.
reflector? Does it look like he bounced that back? He's got it all if he does.
Sword Fighter is interesting. See right there, he was trying to zip through him to get a little flinch there, which is going to help him a lot with approaching. Sadly, he wasn't able to hit it just there. Wow.
So much coverage. This pressure is ridiculous.
And that speed, you're paying attention to the tornado, all of a sudden he's on you, and he has the speed. There we go. He managed to get that. Missed it with a spot dodge.
I think he does have a
acted out of it
reflector,
really
that little
fast.
rainbow.
So he rolls, managed to get. That is really, because Pikachu's favorite thing to do is just combo you a little bit and then run away, then wait for you to mess up and then combo you again, so you mess up and then run away a little bit. Having a hard time getting those combos started, but I have a feeling that once he can get one opening, one opportunity, air dodge down, leading into
Incredibly.
that up air is brutal. Especially the tornado into the up air, killing off the top. That killed pretty early. I know Pikachu's a light character, but on Kalos,
Wow, I'd say this
Wow.
this sword fighter is good. I think this sword fighter is good. Game 1 going over to Louisiana.
wow,
Quite a dominating performance.
it really was. I can't even take anything away from it.
You know, as a guy who doesn't really play a whole lot of Smash Bros, but plays other fighting games, I'll tell you what, he's hitting all of the fundamental blocks. He's keeping his meaties tight. He's got his options. His APM is high. He's doing a lot. I feel like a lot of this, though, could just be the momentum break that they got at the very start of this.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing to take away from everything that we just watched is the spacing has to be perfect. We could slow, as long as they can slow the tempo of the game down a little bit, I think, and keep it in their hands
Control the pace.
when they attack.
For sure.
I think that's the big takeaway, because a lot of what was happening there is that neutral would end up going over to the sword fighter due to the tornado, and then all of a sudden you're dead at 90.
Yeah,
100 off the
he was
top of the
killing
stage.
really
That-
fast. And then
that tornado
Kalos
into
of all
up air,
play,
I
like,
know.
that's nuts.
So I think the biggest takeaway is try to slow the game down as much as possible. But there's only
Okay.
so much you can do. You have to, because I think the whole time we were watching a very reaction-based game. The sword fighter was holding the momentum,
Yup.
and everyone from Potsdam was reacting to what the sword fighter was doing, and that's bound to happen at some point within a stock, within a game. Of course, you have to react. That's half the game. But when you're only reacting, you start losing any advantage that you might have been able to gain.
I'd say this
from-
is also a lesson in character unfamiliarity
Yeah,
and the
for
strength
sure.
of it. Just not being aware of what a
Yeah.
character can do
Yeah.
can run you over if you're not
And-
ready for it.
And I can't even speak on how much they know about Sword Fighter, but I can say that just
I'm pretty sure they know nothing at
having
all.
the surprise factor of like whatever set you want to run anyways. Like even if you know all the Sword Fighter sets down pat, then it's still, you have to take a stock to slow it down and figure out what they actually are running. And that's just a whole other level of, it's like predictions to a different level.
They've also got to maintain the pace of the game, as you were saying before.
that's
that
key, I
sword
think.
fighter, every time that it wasn't his turn, he just snatched it right back and gave himself the upper hand that he needed.
Yeah.
And Zen opting for a Mario pick here, I feel like if he can't set the pace how he wants to, it's going to be a very hard game 2 for him.
I think that's the right decision though. Because
Oh, I also think so.
what I was
But
gonna-
it's going to be hard.
Yeah, going back into the Pikachu conversation, I was saying a lot how Pikachu likes to wait for you to mess up and then punish you, and then it ends up getting more and more difficult as the other player doesn't mess up. So
Yeah.
you then have to start looking for openings, and of course that's part of the game. But when you're getting tornadoes, when you're getting what was that called?
The chakram?
Yeah, when that's getting thrown at you, when you have all these projectiles in the mix, and someone that's as fast as Sword Fighter is.
Just the
And then just such a skilled player. Like, can we?
Yeah, he was
they-
using his projectiles together so well.
Perfectly.
He would throw the
Perfectly.
chakram, and while the chakram either clanked or went through, the tornado would be right behind it, and it
was-
just covered all the space he needed.
He clearly has a lot of experience with that. Yeah.
0-1.
He clearly has a lot of
Could update
experience
in
with
5
Sword
minutes, don't
Fighter.
worry.
And it's pretty impressive. I'm really.
It's the kind of game team they needed. They're
getting,
an amazing record from what I hear.
And they're
Undefeated,
3-0-ing.
3-0ing like every single team they've played against in their bracket prior.
so we knew going into this that this would be
Probably the hardest
Potsdam
game.
was the underdog for this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like Potsdam's been
Potsdam's
an
the underdog
Potsdam's-
since day one, for
Potsdam's
sure.
been the underdog, but
That
this-
Potsdam banner in the back right there is just my blanket from my room. We're doing everything we can to fight for this.
Potsdam is not only the underdog overall, but in this game we're like the poodle or on the Great Dane. This is such a different environment.
It's true.
And we've proven that we're worthy competitors, but anybody in the tournament struggling with Louisiana, not just us. So this is really make or break for Potsdam. What happened
feel
if
like
we
it's
lose this?
the-
Do we go into losers? Are we in winners right now? Or are
Single
we
elim.
Single elim.
If we lose
Got it.
this, we go home.
So
That's it.
So this is it.
It very much feels like we're taking on the alpha dog in the wolf pack.
Absolutely.
We're trying to make our stance.
I think that it's possible. Okay, we're getting into the second game here. Zen has swapped over to Mario. I'm so happy about that decision.
I love watching
Has he
Mario.
played the Mario?
He
yet
played
this-
Mario on Friday, and I was so hyped the whole time.
His Mario is very, very good. It's more of a pocket pick than anything else because a lot of people know him for a Link and Peach, but now he's here with the Mario, and I think Mario
Has the
There
there
we
we go.
go.
Just
That's what I
getting
like
right
to
over
see.
the tornado and opting to take his
he
turn.
misses the grab there. He gets the back air, bot dodges. All right, the fireballs I think are gonna come in handy. He has to be able to get out of these combos though. He has to utilize.
They're not the disjoint.
Yeah,
So
the
crazy.
disjoint, that's the big thing. So he misses the ledge guard, luckily, so Zen's able to get back on stage. He hits the up air. Ooh,
What a fair.
look at that.
Oh, what a down.
Okay,
Yo,
so
stop.
this
He's
is-
dribbling him like a basketball right now.
This is what we need. We need to watch out for those disjoints. He needs to find the most effective way to get out of some of these juggle situations with the
That
disjoint.
chakram went almost the entire stage.
I know. I don't know how you control that thing. I wonder if it's just a set movement depending on the way you throw it out or not. So
Nice down smash.
hits with the down
Edge guard
smash. Now
situation.
he's gonna try to edge guard. Okay, so it looks like that recovery snaps to ledge pretty easily from below. Oh man, that's a shame. I think he forgot to B reverse that one. Or I shouldn't say forgot, misinputted the B reverse. But hey, he's gotten the sword fighter up all the way up to 112. This is a better position than he was.
Nice
And
cape.
He capes the
Ooh.
tornado, hits the back air, is able to avoid the grab. Ooh, almost lands that forward smash. But see, he's doing really good now at setting the pacing.
Oh
You
my
see how he's
gosh.
dodging the projectiles,
Nice
landing the
boot.
nair.
It's him catching him right on the nose.
That tornado is I don't want to say a recovery tool, but as a way to get them off
Nice
ledge.
bair.
Ooh, he lands
Here we
the
go.
back
All
air,
right.
Able to take the stock off. And I feel like he's starting to feel himself now. I think this is what we need. See, look at this tempo. He's dodging the tornadoes. He's
feel
not
like
getting hit by anything stupid.
Zen is very much an emotion-based player.
Because that's what the sword fighter's been doing. He's been throwing out the little stuff over and over again, trying to bait you into making a mistake, and then he's going to punish you heavy. But Zen, if anything, he's thinking download complete right now. He's thinking, I know what you're doing. I'm trying to set the pacing. But I still don't want to take away from Shaman 24. Or whatever the actual attack would be for Louisiana. I don't want to take away from Louisiana. This guy is also
For sure. He's
doing
already
quite a
shown how
job.
good he is in that first game alone.
Yeah, he's already shown it. Oh, he reads the roll, gets a grab up air.
Yeah.
Oh, he's trying to get that up air.
This is what I was saying. I feel like Zen's a very an emotion-based player, and as soon as he starts getting momentum and popping off, he can
it's-
really run away with the game.
For sure. And, you know, that I think that's part of what makes this Potsdam team so interesting and so fun to watch is because you got someone who's going to carry momentum, you got some consistent players, and then you can go back and forth because everyone's just consistently been playing really good this
I feel like a
tournament, this
team
set.
constructed has every type of player you need. You have the guy who's always the same. You have the guy who can, when he's doing well, just pick it up,
just the best
throw it on
player.
his back and run the whole 100 yards. And you got the guy who can make one or two reads with Bowser, and then his character's just done. He's just forget about it.
So this game is actually a lot closer
Way
than
closer.
any game so far. He's got the sword fighter here at about 80%. He just lost his stock, but now he's got.
Ooh, very
he
close,
almost
very
got
close.
He almost got the dunk there. So he's able to shield some of these aerials. He gets the grab. He's waiting for the air dodge. He read the wrong
for a
direction,
big
but he was
read.
really close.
Might have grabbed the wrong book. Oh, there we go. Forward
There we
smash.
go. All right, so
One stock to one and 9%. This
yeah, so
game,
this is it.
a game
Mario-
that looked very dire is now very much even.
Look at this. He's now setting the tempo, so he's managing to get out. That's what I was talking about earlier. He wants to avoid taking those little bits of damage where Sword Fighter's able to get in. Looks like Sword Fighter's gonna play
Lame
this
it out
way
right now.
Yup.
Lame it out right now. Very
He's throwing
optimal choice.
the projectiles. He's just trying to get chip damage, but
We can see exactly what Mario Fireball does well against. Reflector beats it, but the Fireball does beat Chakra.
he gets the jab. He's gonna read. Oh, he got the. I think he was reading the tech roll in, but he manages to get up with a get up attack. Ooh, the disjoint
69%.
sword. Nice one. Oh, this.
Ooh, nice read. Whoa!
Let's
What a dunk!
Let's go. Okay.
Zen
Zen is
taking
able
it.
to take the game from the sword fighter.
Finally giving
That
SUNY Potsdam a lead.
That read on the forward
It was
smash.
so deep. He hit the full hop on stage and just full sent all the way to pretty much the bottom.
And that read,
Oh,
get up
man.
read on the forward smash, he was able to hit it perfectly spaced. He finally was able to understand the spacing that sword fighter's been doing the
was so
entire
strong.
time. And that's what I was talking about. So the tempo was slowed down that game. Zen was really waiting to see what the
He was
sword
able to
fighter was
take
going
his
to do.
turn.
He was able to take it. Yep, he was able to take his turn. He said, "Oh, you juggled me in the air the whole time. Nah, now I'm gonna dunk you. I'm dunking you for that one."
I got these knuckles, bro.
So we're finally.
You know how many
Potsdam's
bricks I
finally
broke
able-
with this hand alone? Catching it right on the dome. It's a wrap.
So
Bow!
now I'm really interested to see what type of character, what type of player Louisiana is going to send in next. It really does.
Mario's hand is huge.
You wanted to send
I'm
him.
expecting 3 very different
Me
characters.
too. I'm maybe even another gimmick type of choice.
I'm expecting Pikmin.
Pikmin.
I'm expecting
don't say that.
Olimar.
Don't speak that into existence.
I'm expecting me, Sword Fighter, Olimar, Toon Link. That's what I think it is.
Just the most.
With the
obnoxious-
pocket pick of maybe a Ganon
Just the.
and a Palu, not Palu, Duck Hunt
The
Dog.
most objective.
Duck Hunt Dog for sure.
Duck Hunt Dog is coming through. Alright, so. What stages did they just pick there? I didn't even see it. Was
I
that
think
Town and
it's
City,
I think it's
Smashville?
Town and City,
One
yeah.
of those two. That was a really fun game. So we're about to see who the pick is.
Who am I?
Oh.
Who am I?
You were close. Palutena.
I said no to the Palu, but she
Palu is
was
on.
there.
I don't know how the Palu Mario matchup goes. This is gonna be brutal. This is gonna be.
Only
This is
one
gonna be
stock to
vicious.
work with, too.
I know. This is gonna be.
Oh,
This is gonna.
was
be
it just a
vicious.
tease? Is Duck Hunt Dog gonna make his grand appearance?
If it's Palutena versus Mario, this is gonna be a brutal match. And I'm not saying for anybody in particular. I'm just saying that it is gonna be two characters trying to beat up the other player as much as possible, and it is gonna
sure.
be. This is a really interesting game. I think Zen's biggest idea right now is try to get some of his combos off because Palutena's neutral air is one of the best in the game, and it's such a good get off me tool. So I think that he's gonna try to get his combos off, but he needs to know when his combos are true and when they're not true. And we saw against the sword fighter, he's been doing that really well.
Able to get a little bit of flood up in his invulnerability frames.
There's
Already
Palutena.
abusing that nair.
He already.
They didn't even hit getting it came out.
Palutena's got the weirdest disjoint. Action.
Another
Yeah,
reflector.
playing very slow. That is
Pretty
frustrating.
good option.
That is frustrating for Zen because we know Mario wants to rush down. We know Mario wants to combo you, but
And good on Zen for waiting for his opportunity.
definitely he was able to get a little bit of damage off there.
Ooh.
Okay, able to get back there.
Oh, what
He's
a
not
shark.
gimped with the down tilt there. This
Nice spot
Palutena
dodge.
is playing so
Well,
slow, but well
this
calculated.
this is the kind of thing where the average player would say, "Wow, this is so lame." But
Yeah,
when you
this
know what's
is-
going, it's like, man, they're really just.
And we know that Zen is trying his best to get in there, get some damage. Ooh. Alright, so he's getting some of the jabs. He's able.
Ooh, he can't
that
take
was
another
close,
one of
that was
those.
close. He definitely cannot, but he wants to try to get as much.
Back throw? No, down throw.
He's trying to get.
Oh,
he read
reads the roll?
but he's able to live there. He dodges that.
What a flag!
Wow.
That was
a
really, tough.
That was really hard. And
Wow,
going
that's
into that,
tough.
On matchup, that was already tough. And that's what I was saying. It was gonna be Mario doing his best to beat up Palutena,
As best he
and
could.
Palutena doing her best to
Say no.
stay as far away from that Mario as possible. And that's really unfortunate because I feel like even the stage selection was a little bit in Mario's favor, in Zen's favor there for the matchup. The smaller stage,
Yeah.
a little more compact, but
I appreciate the
able to
mental
keep the
composure of that Palu to just stand still.
that's a pretty brutal game.
Here we go, Pikachu.
Yeah. Here's me coming in.
Me, smiley face. Coming in, really has to put his foot down and just set a pace, set a tone. And he has to take his little Pikachu shoes off.
Yep.
One step at a time, and just walk us forward towards the win.
The really hard part about the Pikachu matchup against Palutena is not much different than the Mario matchup.
Not
the
at
only
all.
difference is that Pikachu's a little smaller and a little faster, and that speed is going to help. I think that speed's going to help get out a lot of combos, but I have a feeling that Palutena is going to try to do the same exact thing that she just did against Pikachu, and Pikachu dies a little earlier than Mario. Pikachu would have died to that up smash that Mario didn't.
For sure. Oh, yeah.
So it's all a game about calculated movements, I think, at this point.
I appreciate how packed it is in here
It
today.
is pretty packed
Everyone
in
here
here.
watching the Smash
Everyone
game.
kind of knows what's going on. They know how deep this is. They know Potsdam. We're not supposed to be here. We made it. We earned our way.
We
weren't
fought for it.
expected.
We don't care what anyone said. We're here to take it.
Exactly. And things are starting to get a little intense now because that's what we're even now, right? Second player into second player. They both have 3 stocks.
That is true. 6 stocks to 6.
So 6 to 6. I mean, you can't get much more even than that.
I'm
So,
curious if we manage to take a game, how will Louisiana take it?
I know.
Being undefeated and finally losing can be pretty hard for some
I
players to
think
deal
that's the
with.
first. I think that's the first.
That's
thing
possibly the first player that they've
Maybe.
ever dropped.
That might just be it. And I'm really interested to see the matchup again. Okay,
Oh,
so
Palutena
Palutena's
opting to
being
rush
a
in.
little more aggressive this game, it looks like. But that's probably due to the fact that Pikachu dies early, so she
And
wants
they're
to get
now
some of
even
that.
rather than at a deficit.
Yeah, and she wants to get some of that damage off.
Not able to
as
sneak
quickly
by.
as she can, and here she is slowing it down a little bit, hitting with that dash attack over and over again. That dash attack is brutal.
What a parry!
Oh, got the parry into back air, misses the up air
Parry
on the
to
air dodge,
frisbee.
and here we are back into neutral.
When Darren starts schmoving, I start getting excited.
I know, Darren's just waiting for the perfect opportunity, barely misses that back air, and he has the composure to back off and let the Palutena run away a little bit, gets it with that nair.
I thought he was going to go all the way around. Just come up on the other ledge.
You gotta watch that up smash. Oh, he lands
Oh,
on the,
good presence of mind. Knew the Randall platform was
looks like he's
coming.
getting hit with the back air there. Alright, so the up Palutena's smash attacks are scary. They got a lot of range on it.
They hit
We all know
pretty
that
hard,
the up,
too.
yeah, we all know that up smash has range, but that forward smash, if you miss it, it still pushes you away a little bit.
Unable to
And-
punish the forward smash there.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know if I want to call that a read,
we're gonna
but
say
that was
read
just
the
unfortunate.
read the
Yeah.
recovery, but you know, put an asterisk on it. That one though.
And there it is. There's that up air, managing to take the Pikachu way up there, and that's what I was talking about. Pikachu's at what, like 100 right there, maybe 110. Dies to that up air. So looks like Darren's gonna try to play a little bit more aggressively than he was before, but
Gonna get comboed up by that
yeah.
nair.
And here we are, Pikachu. Trying
Already
to find
lapped the
best.
Palutena in percent.
So opting to try to go for some up tilts, combo potential there instead of getting an easy grab counter. I believe that was a counter.
Oh,
Here
misses the
goes nair.
misses the dash grab. Is that what you
the-
call it? Dash grab, running grab. I don't know.
Yeah, you call that a dash grab. There he gets and here's the Palutena camping out a little bit again. Darren again, just trying his best to find the opening. He managed to hit the forward air. Ooh, he almost read that. That would have been a good combo starter.
Me smiley face has to get this Palutena
Ooh,
thinking.
Backs away and hits the F smash. Let's see. He's bouncing along those platforms, doing his best. Ooh. Oh,
Very close.
almost was able to
If he
get
can get her to start
back
reacting
there.
and thinking, he can really start taking
Doesn't
this.
go for the grab there, goes for the forward air, is able to get a little flinch damage. Oh, and he's barely living that, but you gotta watch out for that up smash. Ooh, that
Ooh,
thunder
nice.
that thunder was close to being really interesting. Was able to come again.
Ooh,
Ooh, the dash attack.
such foozies.
All options manages to get Palutena off the stage. This is a really interesting game to watch. They're both playing so calculated with every movement. Ooh. Alright. That down tilt hitting. Let's see. Let's see. I
Both
know-
high percents.
we know
One
he just-
haymaker can take it from anyone. Oh,
Ooh.
dash attack gonna
Dash
clip.
attack through the up B. Lightning, what is that? Lightning jolt? I don't know exactly what to call that. The up B.
I don't know.
I don't know the
I don't know what
Pokemon-
it
the
is.
equivalent name from Pokemon, but the up B.
Maybe it's isn't it just a quick attack?
I guess
Or
so.
it used to
I think
be a
it's- I
quick
think
two
it's-
quick attacks.
Is it quick attack? There we go. Yeah. I notice he's not grabbing a lot on the shield, mostly because I'm assuming that he's trying to get some combos started here because he wants to get this
144%
Palutena
though.
He wants to take a stock off of this Palutena best.
I feel like Pikachu's lacking in kill options is probably what's making this hard to just close out.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with a lot of the disjoints that Palutena
almost chased it down.
And then just some really solid smash attacks, along with some of the best aerials in the game. Palutena, a force to be reckoned with. We all know this. Now we're seeing it. Also, shout out to the very meticulous pacing that Louisiana has been carrying through. I've noticed a lot of the players are playing much more on their own time. There we go. Managed to take a stock off with the up throw of all options. That's really
just changing the pacing of the game just whenever they want, like a light switch.
He's just standing there menacing. That's exactly what Palutena's been doing. Just
there we go. There we go. 27%.
He knows when the combo's over. That's another key thing. Palutena has such good get-off-me tools, especially with that Nair, that if you try to extend
that was so good.
If you start overextending a combo, that Palutena is going to punish you. And at 131, you want to play as safe as possible. He's just doing his best. Take out one more stock. He wants to slow this game down.
This is so hard, 140%.
I know. And being a Pikachu, that was close. But he's managed to get this Palutena up to 70. See what you can do with the ledge guard. Covers. Ooh.
Gonna send him deep.
He
almost catches.
That. Oh. This is an awkward situation for him. He doesn't want to get hit with that up air.
Covers the top platform.
Those up air can be.
Holding shield.
We've seen that up air kills. Oh, manages to get back throw off stage. Let's see. Man.
That fireball gonna take again.
That was such a close game. Aaron was almost able to take a second stock off of that Palutena.
3 stocks to 5. Theo. Curls has come back from worse.
For sure.
This kind of comeback, definitely a different caliber.
We also don't know what that third player
Don't know the third character.
And that really changes a lot.
Don't know if he'll be able to sneak his way in against his Palutena's projectile game. Really this is really a step-up moment. Will Curls show what he has and hold it down for Team A, or are we going to be down 2 games?
Will this French fry that he's trying to get lead him to victory?
That French fry is the last bit of energy he needed.
Those carbs.
That's definitely gonna throw his APL up by at least 2 more.
He's getting all those energies. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this ends up going. I really
I want the Bowser. If I'm gonna be honest,
I think
all of his super solid play has been on that Bowser.
We're gonna see how it goes. I think he's gonna pick whatever. I don't know who he's been training with, who he's been practicing with in friendlies. I think he's gonna go with whatever character he feels can most consistently help out on the third unknown player.
I think Bowser.
He's seen this Palutena play. He knows the Palutena's playstyle. And he knows that it's a Palutena. That's key enough, but we don't know what that third.
Bowser really heavy though, and really able to deal with a lot of percent. I feel like he's the kind of war of attrition character that we needed to deal with 5 stock deficit.
It's also his most comfortable character, I would assume. That's
the first time he's ever pulled out Pokemon Trainer, as far as I know. Which is why I was a little against it, especially when we're playing against the competitor.
I've seen him pull out Trainer a couple times in friendlies, and I know he's been trying to work on it in the back. I'm not sure where he feels with it. I'm not surprised to see the Bowser pick, though. Not surprised at all.
Man, but just 15 Golden Wings really does a lot. Like,
we're bringing it back to Banjo.
I mean, he's definitely top tier for crew battle. For sure. You have
Banjo?
5 Golden Wings. Yep, 5 Golden Wings per stock.
Okay, yeah.
2 Golden Wings can take it.
You're not wrong.
Which means that with 1 stock, he can take 6. He goes into his second.
Okay.
Wait, no, he has 5. He can take 2 with an extra, and then he goes into stock number 2, takes the third one, and then he sweeps the whole team.
Banjo-Kazooie, best character in the game. Is that what we're getting at? Okay, cool. So now that we've established that.
Banjo, not so much. Kazooie is definitely S tier.
Banjo
strikes me as a Mario kind of tier, right in the middle.
Okay, that's understandable. Kazooie is a standalone character.
All of Banjo's good moves are Kazooie. And here we go. Right into the game. 2 stocks to 3.
So clearly, whoever wins still wouldn't beat a Banjo, or wouldn't beat a Kazooie. So we're gonna see this Bowser play. This is the first time we've seen Bowser in this specific game against Louisiana. So they don't quite know. I'm sure they know what a Bowser can do, but they
don't know what this Bowser can do.
Do they know what this Bowser can do?
This Bowser's a different breed. What an up
What
smash.
a good read on that. So
Oh! Double dip.
Let's
It was
see
too
what he
good.
can
I had to
do.
hit it twice.
So Palutena's got the
Nice down smash. So close.
Barely killed it.
Bro with the razor's edge. Hits the 2-frame. What a momentum change. What a momentum change. Putting his foot down.
Hey, let's go. Okay, the Palutena definitely starting to shake a little
Oh,
bit.
sat on
Hitting
that
up
one.
Smash.
Oh, but gonna come down a second
Managed to
time?
come down through the up air. I don't know if the up air had ended yet. So Palutena trying to read the roll, misses it.
Oh,
Palutena-
nice.
Remember how I was saying how Palutena was waiting for the right approach? She was spacing it out. She was backing up. And that-
Absolutely.
Ooh, that up smash is so
Bowser's so
ridiculous.
heavy, though.
Bowser says, "You're gonna wait for me to approach? All right, I'll approach. How about that? I'll approach you if that's what you want."
That's what you really want. I'll give
and
it to
here
you.
we are. So Palutena was able to slow the pacing down a little bit, take the stock. Ooh, that fire clashing with the other fire.
Ooh, hit him with the 1-2.
Fire v fire.
Gotta hit him
he
with the
goes for it.
family combo. Didn't get the
Goes for
biscuit with it,
again,
though.
But he's able to still get back on stage and take back the momentum really easily. Just racking up a little bit of damage. Palutena is basically a kill percent now. We know how Bowser hits. We're gonna see how this goes. Just shielding, trying
That's
to get
Bowser
in.
percent right there, 74%.
Palutena's gonna chain these nairs together. We know that she does that. So he's just trying to avoid. Ooh,
Able to punish,
so he's getting-
regardless of the whiff.
we're gonna see if he goes for it again.
Oh.
I don't think so. Yeah, he goes for
That's
that.
interesting.
He was definitely playing a little safer there, which I totally respect. I expected him to. 'Cause
Whatever
I
it-
figured the Palutena would expect him to try to go for
What
that
is that? The
2-frame there.
neutral B? Is that Palutena's neutral B?
I'm not sure about the input.
Whatever the 3 shot is.
Ooh, he read the air dodge.
Oh,
That's such a
nice.
shame. He definitely thought that he was gonna come out there with like a forward air or something.
Hit him with
Ooh,
the
that
back
dash.
fist though. The
We're gonna see
3
what he
shot
does.
thing.
It's up there.
Oh,
we go.
nice fair.
Flashes with the
Able to
fair,
take it. There we go.
that
1 stock to
Palutena.
3.
All right.
If we're lucky, good matchup for Bowser.
Hopefully it's a
in
good matchup. So
Character
this
3.
This is what I was getting into. We definitely knew that we had seen the Palutena. We knew it was a Palutena. We're getting into unknown territory here.
Oh, I definitely
And
didn't turn the characters on.
And you
Player names on.
And you want to go in with the best. You want to go in with your best character. I'm cool and collected, ready for anything. What character would you pick on Elite Smash? Think of it that way. You're going in. You can
Absolutely.
anybody in the roster. It could be any character in the
Little
roster.
Mac.
Who do you want?
Little Mac.
Who do you want to play?
Little Mac.
And
Terry Bogard.
we got and we got Bowser on the field. I'm excited to see this last game.
Yeah, what is it? The 3 shot. Whatever the 3 shot is, throw off his spacing for whenever he goes for that 2-frame. Unable to get it.
He started adapting to it, but that one
Wasn't
kill-
enough. Wasn't
Able to
enough.
take a stock with it. I'm sorry. That was,
Shattered whatever
that was-
momentum they had.
That was cold. That was cold. That was mean.
But end this whole man's career.
Bow. And watching Bowser play is so much fun.
I
Watching all
enjoy
these
it.
games has been so much fun.
I
It's
enjoy
always-
it.
What a crew. We got a Mario, a Pikachu, and a Bowser.
Mario, Pikachu, Bowser, Link, Pokemon Trainer.
All such.
Does Me Smiley Face have a secondary? If you had to guess, based off of the Me Smiley Face that we see on camera,
Yeah.
what would you think he picked as a secondary? I'm picking Incineroar.
I would pick.
I'm thinking
I would say a
Incineroar.
me brawler with one of those really bad smiley faces.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That would fit the tag them up. He's over there nodding. He's like, you caught me. We called him out. You think it's a Peach or Joker?
I'm expecting Banjo. I hope
I'm
it's
expecting-
Duck Hunt Dog. I hope
Only Kazooie. It's gonna only be
Kazooie is S plus tier. The only reason Banjo Kazooie isn't S plus tier is because
because of
Banjo
Banjo,
weighs
yeah.
down Kazooie.
Is it?
Oh, Rob.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be such an interesting matchup. Rob's gonna utilize a lot of different projectiles throughout this game, and Rob's spacing tools are always really on point. You gotta watch out for that. Is it the down throw that buries? I'm pretty sure it's the down throw.
I have no idea.
Rob can bury
Built
you,
up
hit
like
you,
a transformer.
hit you with those up smashes.
I'm always interested in what players do waiting for stocks to
Oh.
take, and opting for the aggressive crouch really is just showing he's ready for this fight right now.
I'm really interested to see how this goes. Rob is such a scary character. He plays in such a different way than a lot of other characters. I guess that's not completely true. But
Ooh, up you out of
he's
shield,
such
the bread and butter.
the bread and butter. Oh,
nice catch.
Grab. That sent him up high. Oh, he shoots the fire out the wrong way, and there's those projectiles coming in. Rob has such good range on a lot of his aerials, and then
Rob
he's
hits
able to
pretty
just
hard.
throw those projectiles in. Especially the 2-framing him, doesn't quite get it, hits the air. He's gonna try to read, yup. Oh, jab locked.
Rob hits pretty hard. He's already got him at 93%.
Rob hits very hard.
Bowser at 93%, more specifically.
Those projectiles are a force to be reckoned with. It's definitely tough. So he's getting the grab. There's the berry I was talking about.
Dang.
It's hit with the up air on it.
Done a screen splat. Game 2 going over to Louisiana. That was hard.
That was tough. That was definitely really tough.
Incredible to see the caliber of player that Louisiana can put, where all 3 of their players are solid in their own rights.
Definitely, it's such an interesting team.
For sure.
Palutena,
me, Sword Fighter, Rob. You would not expect to hear this is the team that was undefeated.
Because you'd be okay. Palutena, Rob, that makes sense. Then we got
me,
Sword Fighter
leading the charge. Okay.
Or then you see Sword Fighter like, oh, it's a bunch of gimmick. Good gimmick players.
Good gimmick.
Palutena right after that.
Here we go. 0-2. Team A, possible. Kotoha himself is here. Kotoha on Team B. And
Already out of playoffs? Yeah, I know.
but something that Team B always does is they throw the 0-2 lead at the start.
That is true.
And then they bring it all back with the 3-game comeback because it builds momentum and you can't stop that train once it's going. Once it's left the station, it's going out.
I mean, that's key for the intimidation factor, right? Like, what would you be more intimidated by? Some big buff dude who comes up and he pushes you and you're like, oh, or just tiny little
I'm definitely scared of the tiny skitty guy where I push him and he just keeps coming. He just keeps
He's like
coming.
a brick wall. You push him. That's what
It's
we're
like,
trying
stop
to be.
it.
That's what Potsdam is trying
Stop.
to be. The brick wall. Coming back from the 0-2. It's definitely possible. We were lucky. Potsdam was lucky enough to take enough socks that we have seen.
We were able to see what they're bringing.
Each character, and there's definitely counter picks are possible. But I feel like they're confident enough. Like the other team, Louisiana.
I feel like Louisiana's confident in keeping their 3.
I feel like Louisiana's confident. I mean, they've been winning every single game, right? 3-0ing all the way through the season. They got.
It's gonna make victory so much sweeter if we can take it from them. It's gonna be so amazing.
So the joke about the whole, it's funny to joke about the intimidation factor and everything, but in coming back up, like you have to go down the 2 games, but that might actually be true.
It can very much happen.
They might be too comfortable with their characters and underestimate Potsdam's ability to adapt.
Yep.
Because you would see, okay, so Zen went in against the Palutena, tough.
That smoked the first game.
And then like Darren comes in.
Aside from the controller reset, smoked the first game.
Yeah.
Second game in, took 2 stocks. 2 stocks
against the Sword Fighter.
already against the Sword Fighter, adapting. What happens in game
Adapting.
3, and he adapts fully. And then what if he gets the 3 stocks?
I think that's the key word for this
Adaptability.
entire match. These games. It's been Potsdam adapting because Louisiana's been setting such a weird tempo. And it's good for them, but they've been intentionally setting a slow tempo, and their characters really complement that.
Possibly looking to pick on poor fundamentals.
Definitely,
Fundamental choices.
That's absolutely what it is, and it's also like the Mario's rushdown character, Pikachu rushdown character. You want to get in there fast. When they're rushing away and they're making you uncomfortable, you want to be rushing them down, and
that's where they get
when
them.
you start forcing those rushdown situations is when characters like Palutena are gonna punish you. And
That's where they can get them, because the rushdown, while it may be flashy, can oftentimes be fraudulent, and it has holes in there.
Absolutely.
And if they play slow and catch those holes, they can really just do a number on you. Opting for Rob into Mario.
Yeah.
Zen has been first all 3 times, probably opting to switch it up, keep the Mii sword fighter out.
Mario right now is saying that
I think Mario has what it takes to be Rob.
I think Mario right now is saying, I'm the real Nintendo mascot. You were failed. You were the failed Nintendo mascot.
You're the failure that everyone forgot about.
I'm the real Nintendo mascot.
You spun
right
disc.
here.
I spin credit cards worth of money.
Mario's got the money. This is actually a really interesting matchup to watch because Mario. I mean, we also know Zen plays Link, so he knows how to utilize items in a really effective way. Look at
that, using Rob's
that's
items
what
against him.
I was just about to say that, and then Mario got the cape too, able to reflect the lasers whenever Rob
Nice
blasts
upbeat.
at them. And then we know Rob hits hard. Rob has some good range on a lot of his aerials, but I don't know exactly what he does against rushdown characters like Mario. His best way is to keep
His
the
best,
spacing.
I guess.
The best thing he has is his items. And then Mario's got the cape. Look at him. You see how he's got
He's
Kalos.
afraid, for
Kalos
sure.
has this big open stage. He's just trying to set the momentum. He's able to get a grab off there. He's gonna do the berry and yep. So he's gonna go for those up airs. Rob's up air juggling, pretty frustrating.
Bounced it off the platform.
That was
Pretty
actually
swaggy.
that was actually really gross. That was almost good. Look at that.
Gonna shake those maracas up. Gonna
Was that
take
the
the
back
first
tilt
stock.
and the up air? I think that's what it was. Or back air into up air, my bad. I think that's what that was. So, ooh, it hits the up smash. That up smash actually has invincibility frames on Mario's head, so he might be able to use
Almost
that
like
in this
a
game.
tried and true Shoryuken.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure Rob's down air is a bit more of like, that's the fire one, right? Where he pushes down.
I
Mario
think
might
so.
be able
It's the
to-
one with the delay, I think.
Ooh.
Oh, nice nair. Oh, what a dash attack.
Look at this ledge guarding. Ooh,
Oh, nice. It gave him the Tim.
able to ledge guard him. Let's see.
Hit him with the Tims.
Oh, he barely missed that, but he gets the
What a back throw. What a dragon throw.
So close. He's gonna use the flood a little bit. He drops down with the
Wow.
Yep, I'm
Just
able to get
double
it with the
nair.
neutral. That was really good. That was a really good ledge guarding. He kept him on that ledge for like 30 seconds.
Wow, the way he schmooved over
Combos into
both
that.
those
He's trying to- I
projectiles.
know he's trying to get that spike. He's trying to take a stock early.
He's trying to make a statement like he did that other time.
And this is what I'm saying. Zen's able to adapt so well. I made the joke about download complete. You think Rob's the robot? Zen has some. Zen's downloading right now.
Zen might as well be a human in the eyes of Zen.
He's really getting the hang of it
Rob
here.
has a
He's-
better chance of passing the turning test than Zen right now.
And I think Mario is actually not a bad matchup for Rob. I think this matchup
No,
is
I
pretty
think
balanced.
I think Rob
think-
has a lot more startup frames than he would like to deal with Mario's
Yeah,
pressure.
Absolutely. So I think that this matchup is now just going to be all about straight player adaptability.
Oh, what a
Ooh,
forward
Able
smash!
to follow the air dodge up to the correct spot and hit the F smash.
Ooh,
So
Maracas.
now his biggest thing is trying not to lose this stock right here. Zen wants to take this
If he
stock,
can win this,
Zen
with
wants
two
to
stocks,
take this
huge.
stock with two. Yeah, Zen wants to take down this Rob with 2 stocks. That's what he wants.
Catch him with the falling
He wants-
nair. Whoa, what was that? That was just stylish. I don't even know what he did.
That was almost so close. If you would have been able to turn around.
Nice forward smash. Edge guard situation. Gonna throw the
He
gyro
goes
and
him.
catches him.
Let's see.
Oh, he tried to swag it out. He risked it all.
That was so close. though. That
Honestly,
was-
I
can't
think it
even
was
be
worth
mad.
it.
I
If he
can't
if
even
he
be
hit
mad.
it, huge game
He's
changer.
able to hit that down smash right there. Let's see.
Ooh, let's not get too greedy now.
Oh. Alright, so he air dodges the ledge, able to miss the down smash. Spaces out the F smash well, but he's able to shield it. So he's getting aggressive off stage because Rob's recovery is somewhat exploitable at that angle. And he's done it before with
Up
the
smash?
the
Oh,
nair.
almost.
Oh, dodges
Whoa,
the
the wait,
laser.
stop.
Look at that movement. Oh,
What a cape. Oh, and then he
Cape that
catches
back,
it
he
too.
drops
Forget
Z
about it.
drops
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Let's see. Oh,
You know he wants that fair. You know he wants it. He's going for it.
air dodges it. Oh.
What a
Shields the
shield.
laser.
What a yeet. It was
He
so
is-
fast. He was just
Ooh,
gone.
he barely misses the up air with the air dodge. That was a good air dodge on the Robs.
Trying to
So
stay a
let's see,
little
Rob
tricky.
is definitely trying to keep this momentum. But there's a lot. Mario has a lot of kill options when you start getting up to these
176%.
ridiculous percent.
Oh,
Look at that.
hit him with the
Able
Zuko.
to take it.
Gonna
so
take
sadly
it.
not able to win with the 2 stocks, but Mario is able to jump right in. We technically have a lead.
We
The
do
first
have a
time this
lead.
has happened,
No, second time.
Second time?
We had a lead the first time, and Palutena
You're right.
camped it out with the
Palutena
one
came
stop.
in and decided, nah, you don't have a lead
Nah,
anymore.
we're gonna even it up
Not
real
anymore.
quick. You know, while it is true, going for that risky suicide fair was a bad choice.
It
but,
would've made a statement.
But if he hit it, the stamp he makes on that comeback potential cannot be smeared away. That's permanent ink.
And I'm not gonna lie. Mario versus Palutena, very tough matchup because of Palutena's disjoints, Palutena's spacing abilities. But I think between Mario Cape, we've seen that Zen can use that Mario Cape.
He can get in.
pretty skillfully. Able to reflect that Rob disc spike thing.
For sure.
Right back into him off stage. Was able to pick it up, start throwing it a couple more times. I don't know. This is definitely going to be an interesting match, assuming that we go right into the Palutena. We might.
I assume it's
I'm
just right into the
assuming-
Palutena.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the similar start. Kalos, Palutena, Mario on one stock.
There is the possibility that they send the Sword Fighter. There it is. Yeah, the Sword Fighter. This is tough. This is going to be a little tough.
It's a hard game.
I think Sword Fighter is better than Link. Or like
I
Mario
think
is
Sword
better than
Fighter is
Link.
better than Palutena
No, I-
to deal with right now.
Yeah, I misworded myself. I don't think Sword Fighter is better than Link. I think that Mario against
Sword Fighter
is better than
better choice.
Link against Sword Fighter. There we go.
I think for the
he
multi
has
blood
the-
start.
He definitely he has the character he wants. Mario is definitely the character Zen wants right now against this sword fighter. It's not the perfect matchup, but look at that. If he gets some nice percent,
almost
hitting
gets the
that
up air.
That up air would have led into a couple more moves.
Mario just so fast, able to stay on top. Oh, what an air dodge!
He
Able
managed
to come back.
recover from
Wow,
that.
really
Look at
good
that.
recovery.
Look at that sword fighter recovery.
Sword fighter just new surprises
he read
every
the air
day.
dodge. He was just a little late on the punish, trying to hit the back air. Sword fighter able
Gets
to
the shot.
shield it. So he's getting hit with that tornado. Gotta watch for that up air. We know
Sword
that
fighter turn takes
tornado
some
and the
momentum.
up air has been pretty ridiculous.
Wow.
Wow. Wait.
Is that a different move?
It looks like the sword fighters changed their move.
Ooh, maybe you should. Is that
Definitely-
against?
Should definitely look into that.
Is that a?
That's a little tough.
Well, then why don't you?
That's pretty tough. Sword fighter able to take that. Ooh.
No, why don't you just?
Yeah, sword fighter able to take that. That's a little.
It's a little skeevy. My only question for that is, since this is a new character,
Is that kind of the counter pick though?
does it count because he had the chance to pick a new character?
Yeah, that would just be a counter pick then, I guess.
But no, actually,
Wait,
it
doesn't
should
it
be
claim
a
that?
counter pick only if they tell you they
Yeah.
changed it, and they didn't.
Tell us your original one.
Yeah. If they said what their change was, if they said, this is my opinion now, I do not know what the rules are.
Me neither, I have no idea.
But if he should be allowed to change custom options, if he says what they were.
Yeah.
Because you can argue it's a new character, but if the characters look exactly the same,
Yeah,
you do not know
You
that.
wouldn't know that it's a counter pick.
So you need to say, that's what I'm saying in my opinion. So we will wait to see here. But that is my opinion. If
Yeah,
he
we're gonna
can
see.
change, especially when he goes in
As long
fresh.
as-
But
as
if
long
he
as
doesn't
he-
say what
he
the
needs to
special
say
moves
that,
were,
yeah.
then you can't. There's
Yeah.
no way. That's like facing Little Mac and then he throws out an arrow.
Even if he didn't tell you what he changed it to, if he's like, I changed it, this is my counter pick. It's
Yeah.
like, okay. But yeah, I don't know.
That's like
It's like playing
that's like playing Little Mac and then what is it? He screw attacks on up B. You're like, wait a minute.
Pikachu, he does the Bowser side.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're in a little bit of a gray area here with the rules.
A little rough, for sure. I mean,
gonna see how it-
I
we're
would
gonna see how
say
it goes.
restart considering the fact that we gave them the benefit of the doubt to
beginning.
restart at the beginning.
Beginning.
We should get the correct options.
It's just kind of BM.
It is very BM, considering we could have easily just said, we'll
Yeah.
take the 3, but we
So-
chose the sportsmanship option.
And I would assume Louisiana's going to respond back and probably clear things up on what's going on their end. And we should be able to come to some sort of mutual agreement on what to do at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
gonna
think
I'm going to go seek for water. I need to find water, dude.
Yeah, go for it.
You want a bottle of water?
I'll mute right now, actually.
Okay.
Let's just see what's going on.
It looks like they've come to some sort of agreement on what happened. I think they're just going to let the set stand. It might not be completely accurate to the rule set, but I think at this point, it's more...
I'm pretty sure the rule set says you have to say what
sure.
what it is beforehand.
But I feel like there's going to be a lot of resistance on Louisiana's side.
I mean, for sure.
And I feel like, I don't know, it's definitely frustrating to try and...
Let me go figure out what the
Yeah.
ruling was.
Yep. Yeah, the most annoying part about all this is that it starts to get really like into a gray area where you don't want to start pushing the issue if you're not right. So now we have to look all the way into the rule set and figure it all out. Yeah, the big concern here is that you can pick the same Mii sword fighter. It looks exactly the same, and there's no way to tell until the game has already started and you're in the game and they throw out the move that the move has been changed. That would be like, we kind of made some joke examples earlier. Would it be the same idea as if you're like Lucina and you're running around and then all of a sudden you start throwing out Crom and Roy's aerials and you're like, what's going on? It's a different character all of a sudden, and I didn't know until I'm getting hit by it. I can see where that would be extremely frustrating and definitely throw someone off too. Zen was definitely in his zone, and as soon as he got hit with whatever that move was, kind of threw him out of the zone. And I can also see where you start getting into the gray area where Potsdam doesn't want to feel like the bad guy by pushing the issue, because then they feel kind of nitpicky. But it totally changes the entire like tone of the set. So we're just gonna kind of let it rock out here. I'll have the final verdict here pretty soon. I'm not sure exactly what is gonna end up happening though, so we'll find out. All right, so that was definitely a really frustrating series of events, but after reading through the rules, it doesn't look like there's anything explicitly stating about the custom moves on a me.
So I'm back. We've done some research. So as far as we know, right now,
Nothing explicit.
there's no explicit rule statement on the legality of Mii's and their custom options,
Which I think is an oversight.
which is
but that's not
definitely
our
an
place to
oversight, but
start.
it's not my place
we're
right
not
now
here
to
to
start a
make a
riot.
decision.
What I think
Yeah.
this is a spot for Curls to just
Say, you know
be
what?
angry.
Yeah.
Be angry. Bust
Bowser-
out every
Bowser looks
trick
angry.
and every move he has in the book to absolutely dumpster this me for the audacity of pulling the tricks that he's pulling right now.
Bowser
And
just
just
looks
making a
angry.
statement. Nice two-frame. Nice bear. What I'm talking about. This is what I'm saying. Be angry.
Let's go. Look at him. He doesn't
Show
know
him what
to
he's
do
got.
right now.
Up be out of shield. Him with the bread and butter.
He doesn't know. This sword fighter doesn't know what to do
Nice
right
fair.
now. Go ahead.
What a grab.
Throw out that
Game's
side beast.
playtime is over. What a fair. And he's done. Oh no. Very close.
That recovery.
That recovery's really good. Why is that so good?
All right,
I just
so-
expected a sword fighter to not make it back from that, but yo, JK.
Oh, air dodges the up air. So starting to understand how that tornado leads into up air. Being able to predict that. Oh, barely misses
Stunts
the
the grab.
grab there. Rolls in. It will spot dodge that shielding. Oh, gets a good back throw there. Let's see. This offstage has been all right. So he misses that, but that's still okay. He's still able to get right back on stage, keeping that momentum.
Gonna
That's
hit
a
him with the
shame.
tippity sword right there.
That has been the most frustrating thing to watch. Oh, he air dodges in. They're not able to punish it. Then grab his spot dodge. Let's see. He's stuck up on that platform trying to get off it. That was a weird interaction.
110%. What was that?
think
I guess he
we're-
doesn't have the shocker
Was
anymore.
that roll the side B?
Yeah, I don't think he has the shocker
That's
anymore.
really
I think it's like a.
Yeah, he doesn't. That's really frustrating because that move is really good. But anyway, we can move on from that. He's able to hit him with the tornado. Ooh, nice. He's able to air dodge back to stage. Trying to spot dodge, throw off his movement a little bit. Looks like the sword fighter's kind of starting to understand how this Bowser plays, which means Curls now has to adapt. Right there.
He's
Nice
done that
back
so
air,
many
nice
times.
back
Drop
air.
down bear.
Oh, that's
catching the
always
whole
a good
stock.
option. And then when you start thinking about
Tornado beats Flame Breath. Interesting. I think
Man,
the
that was
only
a
other
brutal
thing
stock.
we've seen beat that is Gordo.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, but it just slowed the Gordo down. But the Gordo eventually made it through. Hit him with the bread and butter again, 33%.
So yeah, now the sword fighter's starting to understand what this Bowser wants to do. He's not going to let him get another almost 0 to death. So now it's all up to Curls to change the momentum a little bit, to understand that he can play at this level. Let's see.
Bowser having a
Up
hard
airs.
time coming down too
For sure,
after
for
getting
sure.
hit.
Because it's really easy to predict, like right there. Sword fighter knew exactly what he was going to be. Wasn't quite able to get a good punish because he can shield out of that pretty early, but it's still like you don't want to.
Possibly went for a parry there.
He waited on that up air too. Not able to get in on these tornadoes. I think he's forcing the rush down a little bit too much. That's such a
There we
shame.
go. Such a shame.
That is a shame, but what's that? 4 stocks? 4 stocks left on them?
4 stocks to 3.
So can a Pikachu take?
Pikachu can
stocks?
absolutely take these 4 stocks.
We know.
Fun fact, when we scrimmed against SUNY Canton, super great time. Darren managed to come back with what is it? Like 5 or 6 stocks to like, what was it? Josh, how many stocks did Darren come back with at Canton? 5? 5 stock comeback. So which means this is very much doable.
And I think we're gonna assume that it's gonna be the Palutena, right? So Darren's already played the Palutena.
He already knows what to expect. The question is, can he do something with that knowledge?
Exactly. So it's gonna be the Pikachu against the Sword Fighter. Got 1 stock left, and then it's gonna move into the what I'm gonna assume again to be the Palutena. Darren knows what to expect. We know how that Palutena played, very slow. So let's see if Darren can just take that stock off real quick against
I
the
feel
Sword
like
Fighter.
I feel like in all competition, when things are looking really down, and it seems like This is it, and it's so easy to give up that many teams often will. And the teams that strive forward and pull through are the teams that put their foot down. They keep their head down and they keep finding a way. And now we get to see what Darren and Team A is made of. Are they going to put their head down and grind, or are they just going to admit defeat?
And Pikachu's pretty
I'll
short.
tell you
He
what,
can put his head down pretty easily.
he can go
just ducks.
so low. He can get so down. It's ridiculous.
So
I think Darren's the kind of player that puts his head down.
Yeah.
I think he stays in. You saw it when he was playing the Palu with 1 stock left. He was not rushing. He wasn't throwing out haymakers.
Puts his head down, tail up, call that an up tilt. moving right into the
Head down, tail
first
up,
game.
up tilt 0 to death. You know.
We're gonna see how this goes. The good thing for Darren with this is that at least the sword fighter is already down to 1 stock, which means that he doesn't want to lose a stock, but he definitely wants.
He definitely doesn't want to lose a stock. No way.
But he can definitely afford to take a little bit of damage.
He can take some damage.
So
true. He doesn't have the chakra.
Yeah, so
Pikachu gonna be a little easier to make it in.
He can play careful and slow and just try to take the stock. He doesn't want to force the issue too much. He wants to see what he can do to just take this stock away without losing his. Like right there.
Just get it going.
That was good.
Baby steps at this point. Baby steps to a victory.
He's able to back away a little bit, come back in. There we go. Do what your bread and butter. Hit those back. Ooh, that would have been disgusting if he came down with the down air. So he's able to hit that recovery with this Thunder Jolt. That's really
Thunder
good
Jolt
to
able
know.
to stuff it.
That's really good to know. He's definitely going to carry that forward if he needs to. Oh, hits with the dash attack. Tries to catch him up there. The Tornado able to hit him up. Quick attacks away. Now that I know what that's actually called, I'll stop saying up B.
Thunder.
Oh, he goes for the Thunder. Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Barely. Now
Big
getting
nair.
punished for that.
80%.
Oh, he's waiting for
Very
the Thunder.
doable.
Whoa.
Gets the punish.
Oh, that was almost.
Not a huge capitalization, but 97% is still
He just
very
read
much a
right
take.
instead of read left. That's all that was needed. It's so close. So he's getting close. Wow.
Wow, that kills.
What is up there?
That's really frustrating. That sword fighter's up there.
Sword Fighter can make it all the way. Yo, what does this character not have? What is this? What does this mean not have? A weakness? It's ridiculous.
So.
How is everyone not playing this character?
He ducks under the tornado because this character's weird.
This character's so good. Probably gets bodied by an actual top tier, but you know, right now.
Whoa.
he-
Pikachu's pretty good.
Hey, he ain't no Pichu.
I don't think.
What an up smash.
I don't think this.
Gonna connect with Thunder? Nope. I think he was looking for it.
Oh, that was weird.
I love the little fadeaway hit with the up air on the shield.
We're gonna see.
Sneaking every
these
bit he
up
can.
airs are brutal. Wow. Oh. That is brutal. That I don't know if that's true, but I'm just gonna assume. I don't know what else you can do there. Because what if you air dodge, they just follow you.
Ooh,
That is such a
1 to
shame.
1. Not the
position.
kind of
able
position we
read
want to
that.
have.
Okay.
All right, 1 stock to 3. 1 stock to 3. Easy comeback. This is the beginning of reverse 3-0.
See, none of them know how to spell Louisiana.
Yeah,
too.
no one knows how to spell Louisiana.
worry
It's
about
okay.
Don't worry about it. No one else knows. Oh, man. Yeah, so this is definitely. We're gonna see how this ends up going.
That's because
That was-
Mississippi has the song to it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think.
But Louisiana, what do you got?
What does Louisiana?
Say
have?
Cajun chicken enough, you might get it, but you know it's hard.
We're gonna end up. This is definitely the least ideal situation, but
Battlefield, Palutena, possibly versus Pikachu, 1 stock.
I promise you, I am
Hey,
screaming.
me, Smiley Face, is a lion's mane for a reason. If he's not the alpha predator, I don't know what it is.
I was waiting to see how you brought that home. I was like, where are you going with that? Like, League of Legends causing some issues, technical issues.
Lego leggings.
That is disgusting.
I guess I'll just take this time to shout out SGA
Oh, yeah.
for providing us with the money we
Mic
need
stand.
to get all this equipment. We were using a brand new microphone, not pop filter, brand new microphone and mic stand. It's pretty cool. Pretty nut.
I've been playing.
Pretty nice stuff here.
I've been
And I'd just like to say thank you. You know, a lot of this wouldn't be possible without them. Thank you to Pacey's for making food I eat food.
Oh, I'm so hungry.
I'm
I
hungry.
cannot wait to go.
I eat food.
Are we sponsored? Oh,
Hero. I haven't even heard of this character in so long. Here we go. Me smiley face versus Hero.
So
Will Hero be the hero they need to close this out, or will Pikachu dethrone this anime protagonist?
So I'm not gonna spend any time telling anyone why Hero's busted. We all know what's going
Listen,
on.
RNG's on our side right
so
now.
let's take the RNG aspect out of it, which you can't really do. I don't think this is the worst matchup.
RNG's on our side right now.
I think Pikachu.
There's no way he gets a good move.
Hero. I don't like saying Hero struggles against anything because.
Nice there.
Ooh,
It's the start of a 3-star
No,
comeback. You
this-
thought I was lying? You thought I was joshing? I was being super serious.
Yo, this is what I was getting at, bro. The matchup individually isn't actually the
Terrible.
worst.
It's the
I don't like
RNG.
to say that Hero
It's the
has
RNG that helps it.
Ooh, look at
And
those
RNG's
drag
on our side.
Those drag down nairs, like, you just can't get like kaboom. They're ridiculous.
106%.
No, that's
No more time to play
so
around.
Scary.
No more
you
time
read
to
the-
play around. It's do
you
or
read,
die.
like, a roll, something there. Oh, he's chasing him down.
Do or
keeping the
die.
Pressure on. Let's
Edge guard
see.
situation. RNG's on our side.
the
Accelerate. Forget
accelerate,
about
that's
it.
scary.
It's whatever. Pikachu's already fast. Now he's on Pikachu's pace.
He's keeping up now.
Oh, he's freaking fast.
I know. Wow, he's still able.
He's catching Pikachu's coattails right now, but it won't last forever. 147%. RNG on our side.
Watching the whack, able to miss it.
Zoom? Zoom. Zoom who?
So, this is something else. bro.
155.
So we've seen him gimp him before. Can he?
That thunder
Oh,
was
that's
so
such a shame.
clever.
That thunder was really smart, but sadly not able to.
Frisbee.
connect. Let's see what he's
Snipe.
doing here.
Snipe.
He's
Where'd he
going
go?
up. He did the.
Where'd he
Oh,
go?
he's able to just poke him with the forward air. Let's see, no kill throw.
Not enough.
Just watch. He only has magic first. Watch out.
Oh,
That was so smart.
such
He wanted to
movement. He's
stage
moving
like
right
that,
now.
and he didn't. And
presence of mind, calm and collected,
absolutely.
staying in there.
Let's see. This is.
What a pummel.
You ran that.
Doesn't catch it. Oh, dash attack, gonna take it.
Wow. Wow, they.
Game 3,
Wow.
going to Louisiana.
That was.
Hard fought.
That was hard. That was hard fought. Let me tell you. That was that.
And the kind of game our teams needed in order to improve.
Absolutely,
You only
yeah,
get better playing against good players and seeing what is out there to expect. I can only expect great things coming in this next season.
Absolutely. I think the biggest takeaway for Potsdam is going to be focusing more on pacing. And that's just something that's really hard to do in general because it's all about mind games.
That's a fundamental. That's
Yeah.
a more of a philosophical kind of.
Yeah. That's good. That's starting to get
But
pretty deep.
very true in fighting games.
So what's next?
Now we have Team D, which surprisingly is our undefeated team.
That's I've heard that. I've heard that.
Pretty solid. Wait a minute. I've met you before.
Yeah, you're my sweet.
I was in your room.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, I decided not to compete.
Yeah, you could have been in there.
I'd rather be doing this.
That's fair. All right, so now we're gonna have Team D going in, and we're going to be taking a small little break, I
Yeah.
guess. Maybe final words from Team A, maybe not, considering emotions, of course. Hard-fought loss is always hard to deal with. Maybe Tony would have something to say. If Tony had any opinions he wanted to share on A team's first season run.
Yeah, I think they had a great run. This is their first semester. We've got a freshman, a sophomore, and where's Darren? Senior?
I think he's a junior.
So yeah, they've got multiple semesters yet to get better. I think they need to have more variety of characters to play with so they can surprise people a little bit. The characters they play with now, they play great. You could see when Zen got up there and switched to Mario, it threw him off.
That was fun.
Right? And I think that if we have everybody with the ability to have 2 or 3 characters like that, I think we've had the most problems when we've run into asymmetrical characters they haven't seen.
Yeah.
Like custom characters, characters that maybe aren't used as often. Those seem to give us the most problems. So I'm sure if we had those same characters, it'd give the other teams just.
Excuse me. Interviews are
Zen
for
and the
winners.
mic.
Interviews are for winners. What are you doing here?
Wow!
I'm joking.
That's okay.
Can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
From this semester, from this tournament, from these games, what is one quick sentence of a takeaway that you're gonna take into next semester to improve?
Next semester to improve.
Yeah, the biggest takeaway.
The biggest takeaway is I feel as if a lot of us. I cannot do it in one sentence.
The takeaway is being Sword Fighter is broken.
Yeah, I feel as
That's a
if
pretty big takeaway.
right there we just lost due to we just didn't have the education in terms of all the character matchups. Because none of us play me Sword Fighter. We have one that used to, but he hasn't picked them up and he hasn't fought us with them once. But I honestly didn't feel as if that's even the problem. I just feel as
Everyone
if we
gets
could've-
conned once in a while.
Yeah. So I just feel as if they were just really good. They played it very smartly in the first games, which put us down behind. And I think we could do it the next time, but we gotta see.
How do you feel as the captain of the A team and sort of the top dog of every Smash player and aspiring esports Smash player that we have here? How do you feel about in terms of improvement?
Improvement.
How have things gone from the first semester, start of the semester to now?
Our first game we lost 3-1, I think. We got a lot better throughout consistent. It has the 99-cent sticker. Right. So I think we improved a lot and we become very what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent. Like that's what we wanted. We wanted consistency and we got there. We got that even when we're playing on a bad day, we're still playing at a pace that if you don't bring your A game, we're gonna beat you.
Yeah.
So
The dynamic of your team is great. Right?
yeah.
I very much like it. You guys have the emotional carry on the back player. You have the two touch kill. You have the just consistent the whole way through.
Yeah.
It's very, very solid
Very interesting.
composition to hold.
Yeah, I honestly enjoy it. As the next semester comes, we're gonna keep practicing, keep getting better, and we're gonna improve our teams a lot and probably switch it up. So yeah, GG's everybody.
And good games to Louisiana, hard fought from our side. Pretty solid stuff. And yeah, we'll take a quick little intermission here. Go ahead and mute the mic while we watch Kotoha and me, Smiley Face, have a Daisy Ditto of the lifetime on Kalos. Preparing for our Team D game at 10 p.m. They're friendlies right now, yeah. What time is Team D playing? 10? Yeah. So we'll be back on the mic at 10 o'clock at night. Hope to see you all there. Thank you for coming. Love to have you all. And this will be Chris Falcon and
Colin.
signing out for now. And yeah, see you around.